Hello students, good morning. Hope you all are doing fine and enjoyed your vacation. So now let's join back for our regular classes, and today I am here with Accounting for Partnership Firm Fundamentals Chapter 2 of Volume 1. Okay. So before going to the details of partnership, let's just recapitulate what we learned in the class 11. Class 11 we learn about the journal entry, we learn journal entry, ledger, trial balance and final account, and that all was related to the sole proprietorship. That means a single person handling the business. Okay. So if that person, if he want to expand his business, naturally he needs more capital and more person to manage the business and bear the risk. Okay. So you can come into agreement with two or more than 2 person for expansion of his business, and that particular form of business is termed as partnership. So let's see what Partnership Act says, 1932. Okay. So Indian Partnership Act 1932 section 4 defines that partnership is the relation between person who have agreed to share the profit of a business carried on by all or any one of them acting for all. Okay. And the person who have entered into the partnership with one another, individually they are called as partners and collectively it is termed as firm. So when there are 2 or more than 2 persons doing the business, it is must that there must be an agreement to avoid the dispute. Okay. Partnership Act doesn't compel that the agreement must be written or written, it can be oral also. But the written document in which agreement is made, that is termed as partnership deed. The written document which contains the terms and agreement is called a partnership deed. Okay. So when we are preparing the accounts regarding the partnership, we have to keep in mind that whether there is a deed or there is absence of deed, and the problems will be solved accordingly. Okay. Now let's come to the accounting part of partnership. Okay. So last year we learned the final account. By preparing the final account, the sole proprietor comes to know what profit he is earning, and that profit was directly transferred to the capital account in the balance sheet. The reason behind this was that profits wholly it belongs to the sole proprietor. But in case of partnership, that cannot be done. Before transferring that to the capital account, the profit must be appropriated to the partners as per the agreement. And for this we prepare the profit and loss appropriation account. Okay. So from the profit and loss account, the profit will be transferred to the profit and loss appropriation account. Then after all the appropriation is done, then that balance profit, that will be termed as divisible profit, will be transferred to capital account. So we can say that profit and loss appropriation account is an extension of profit and loss account. Okay. So the profit, net profit which the firm earns will be, in case of partnership, from the final account it will be transferred to the P&L appropriation account. Okay. And that will be written as by profit and loss account. Since we are transferring from the profit and loss account, we will write by profit and loss account. If it is profit, it will be transferred to credit side. If it is loss, it will be transferred to debit side. Okay. So first and foremost thing in the profit and loss appropriation account is that we have to transfer the profit from profit and loss account. After that we have to do all the appropriation. Okay. If the partners is to be given interest on capital, that is to be given, salary, commission, if it is given in the agreement, that all is to be given, and then we have to rest profit will be divided among the partners. So let's see what we have to write in the P&L appropriation. First we will write by net profit, okay, by profit and loss account or by net profit also, and this is the net profit which we have calculated in the profit and loss account. Then next you have to write is to interest on capital. Okay. Interest on capital is an expenses to the business, so it is recorded in the debit side. Okay. Interest on capital the firm has to give to the partners. Okay. Then to salary, partners salary, P&L account we write the salary to employees. Here since it is appropriation of the partners, here we are doing, we will write partner's salary, partner's commission, then if they want to transfer some amount to the reserve, then to reserve, that also will be in the written in the debit side. Okay. And interest on drawing, since the partner is giving to the firm, that is income to the firm, and that will be written in the credit side. Okay. So, here first we will transfer the profit, then next is to interest on capital, to salary, to commission, to reserve, and if there is interest on drawings, we will write that. After writing this all, transferring this all to this appropriation account, we will first do the total of credit side, that is profit plus interest on drawings. Then we will do the total of expenses, that is interest on capital, salary, commission and reserve. Then deduct the income from the expenses, okay, and the balance amount, that will be the actual profit which is to be distributed among the partners, and this amount which we are getting is by adding this 2 and deducting this, and this is known as divisible profit. That profit is transferred to partners capital account. This divisible profit then is distributed among the partners in their profit sharing ratio. Okay. So, this is the format of profit and loss account. First we will write net profit, then to interest on capital, to partners salary, commission, reserve, and the balance is transferred to partners capital account in their profit sharing ratio. Okay. Now, so when we are preparing the profit and loss account, we have to keep in mind whether the partnership deed exists in the question or there is absence of partnership deed. Okay. So, if the partnership deed exists, profit sharing ratio, interest on capital, interest on drawing, interest on advances, remuneration, everything will be provided as per the partnership deed. But if there is deed is silent, okay, that is very important, you have to see that whether the deed is silent. If the deed is silent, the profit will be shared equally and interest on loan will be provided at the rate 6% per annum. Other than this, nothing, no other adjustment will be done. No interest on capital, no interest on drawing, no salary. Only 6% interest on loan will be given and balance profit will be shared equally among the partners. Okay. Now, let us solve a problem related to the profit and loss appropriation account. Okay. Here 2 partners are given, Amit and Vijay. They started partnership business on 1st April 2019. The capital contribution were 2 lakh and 1,50,000 respectively. The partnership deed provide as follows. Interest on capital is to be allowed at the rate 10% per annum. Amit to get salary of rupees 2,000 per month and Vijay rupees 3,000 per month. Okay, it is given monthly salary. Profit are to be shared in the ratio 3:2. The net profit of the year ended 31st March 2020 was 2,16,000. Interest on drawing amounted to rupees 2,200 for Amit and 2,500 for Vijay. You have to prepare the profit and loss appropriation account. Okay. So, first and foremost thing in the profit and loss appropriation account is that we have to transfer the net profit to the P&L appropriation account. So, from the question here it is given net profit for the year ended 31st March 2020 is 2,16,000. First we have to transfer this. Next, debit side to interest on capital. Interest on capital. First we will calculate the interest on capital. If it is not given, it is charged on capital, it is given on capital. So, first we can see the capital here. Amit's capital is 2 lakh and Vijay's capital is 1,50,000 and interest rate is 10%. Now, we have to calculate it. 2 lakh into 10 upon 100, 1,50,000 to 10 upon 100, that is 2,000 and 1,500. This total we will write here 3,500 in front of interest on capital. Next is salary. Debit side, what all will write? Interest on capital, salary, commission, partner's salary and commission. Okay. So, here salary it was given 2,000 per month and 3,000 per month. Profit and loss account we prepare for the year ended 31st March 2020 means we are preparing for the whole year. Okay. So here monthly salary is given, we have to convert that into yearly. For converting that, we have to multiply the monthly salary by 12. Okay, so 2000 into 12, 3000 into 12, 24,000 and 36,000, total is 60,000. Okay, in the question, no commission, no reserve transfer to reserve is given, but interest on drawings is given. Interest on drawings is written which side? Credit side. Interest on drawings, the amount is directly given, so we will write that same amount here, interest on drawings. Do the total and write in the credit side. Okay, so here profit and loss appropriation account, first we transfer the profit, then we charge the interest on capital, we are given the salary, we are given the interest on capital to the partners, salary to the partners, and charge drawings interest. Okay, so this is the income and this is expenditure. So now next is that we have to, this was the net profit, this net profit was appropriated to the partners. Okay, now we have to see what is the balance profit which is divisible to the partners. Here for this we will do the total of this two, then we will do the total of this two expenses. Okay, credit side total 2,16,000 plus 4,700, 2,20,700, deducted 95,000, this two total is 95,000. By deducting 95,000 from 2,20,700, we will get 1,25,700. This is the divisible profit. Okay, so this divisible profit will be divided among the partners in their profit sharing ratio. Now we will see how this divisible profit is calculated. Okay, now profit distribution ratio was 3:2. Okay, so divisible profit was our 1,25,700. This profit distribution, Amit and Vijay, their ratio is 3:2. So 3 by 5, 2 by 5. How we got 3 by 5? 3 plus 2 is equal to 5. 3 by 5, then 2 by 5. Okay, that means Amit will get the 3/5 part of the profit and Vijay will get the 2/5 part of the profit. So divisible profit is 1,25,700 multiplied by 3 by 5. This is the Amit share of profit. Okay, that is 75,420. Now Vijay share of profit 1,25,700 into 2 by 5, and that is 50,280. So divisible profit will be divided among the partners in their profit sharing. Outer side you will write the whole divisible profit, and the inner column you will divide it and write among in front of the partner's name. Okay, and this profit will be then transferred to partners capital account. So in this way you have to prepare the profit and loss appropriation account. Okay, so just recapitulate it. So in profit and loss account, first we will write the net profit, we will transfer the net profit from P&L account, then we will write interest on capital, salary, if there is commission or profit is to be transferred to reserve, then that is also will be written debit side. Credit side we will write interest on drawings, then we will do the total of profit and drawings and deduct all expenses from it, and the balance which we will be getting, that will be written under the head to profit transfer to partners capital account. This is your final answer, and this is called as divisible profit. Okay, this divisible profit will be divided among the partners in their profit sharing ratio. Okay, and if the deed is silent, no ratio is given, that will be divided equally among the partners. Okay, so in this way you have to prepare the profit and loss appropriation account. Okay, next class we will learn about the capital